What's up? How y'all doing? You already know, Strong Man Nate. And today I'd like to talk about time because time is very valuable and a lot of people waste their time. So I'm gonna give you an example. Here's one guy who spends his time on unilateral movement, which is me, by the way. And then there's another guy who spends his time on basics. Now, the guy who spends his time on unilateral movement, like one-arm pull-ups, one-arm dips, he's gonna excel. He's gonna get stronger and stronger with one-arm stuff, one-arm handstands, all kinds of stuff, right? The guy who focuses on the basics, he's gonna get strong as hell with basics. But there's a difference. The guy who does unilateral movement, he can also do basics and he can do unilateral movement. The guy who does basics only and ignores unilateral movement, he can do high reps and basics, but he can't do unilateral movement at all. He can't do no one-arm pull-ups. He can't do no one-arm dips. He can't do a one-arm handstand. Now, keep this in mind, and here's why. A lot of people waste their time. They only focus on basics. You're supposed to switch it up, add some advanced movements in between, you feel me? A handstand, a lever, something, you feel me? Add something in there to trick the body and get you out of only being able to do basics. Now, here's why I said keep what I said earlier in mind, because a lot of people would assume that just because people can't do one-arm pull-ups and one-arm dips and all that they're weak. They're not weak, it's just they spent their time only doing basics, which allowed them to only progress in basics. Now, if they spent their time doing a little bit of one-arm stuff, you feel me, maybe a little planche here and there, they will be able to do planche and levers and one-arm pull-ups and all kinds of stuff. So, the reason why you gotta keep this in mind is because it's very important for you to not only focus on basics, you gotta do other things too. Don't only focus on unilateral movement too. I just use that as an example. Focus on multiple things, but take your time. So basically teach yourself one or two moves at a time. My first move I taught myself was one-arm pull-ups because I got to muscle up my first try, so I never needed to teach myself that. I got it my first try, it was easy. So I had to teach myself a one-arm pull-up, you feel me? And I taught myself that in 1 week. And then my next move I taught myself was planche push-ups, you feel me? And I actually taught myself a planche push-up in like 3 months, maybe 3.5, you feel me? And then I lost that strength because I ignored it. Then I started teaching myself one-arm dips, you feel me? And then the rest is history. You see other moves that I teach myself, iron neck and all that. So long story short, time is important. Be careful what you spend your time on, because another thing, you may be working out with somebody else and your goal isn't their goal, but you're spending your time doing what they doing. Maybe you'll gain some extra strength, or maybe you'll be distracted from the strength that you could have gained on your own time, teaching yourself, I don't know, the iron neck or one-arm muscle up. But instead, you focus on his shit, your friend's goals, you feel me? Just be careful what you spend your time on, because putting your energy on something that you don't care about, like let's say you don't care about one-arm pull-ups. If you don't care about one-arm pull-ups, then why are you training it? You feel me? Focus on the stuff you actually want to learn. Let's say you don't care about one-arm pull-ups, but you care about one-arm dips, you feel me? Focus on one-arm dips and your basics, you feel me? So time is important. That's the whole point of this video. Time is valuable. Take precaution in the time that you're putting into whatever you're putting that time into.